Yeah, hello guys. So this is the second video of React development series, and in first video basically we discussed about the kind of projects that we will be implementing during this complete series. So if you haven't watched that video, so please do watch it, because that video will give you about idea about the kind of development process we will be following, and how we will be implementing some cool projects like image search engine or video search engine, like search for particular video by connecting to a third party API and all. So please watch that video. And in this video basically this is a a video related to prerequisites regarding this React JS. So what kind of software tools or what kind of technical knowledge we require before we begin with this React development. So again, there's no such advanced level requirement or some high level requirements. Just you need to have some basics in your mind regarding JavaScript. Means you should have worked on like some minor projects regarding JavaScripts, because if you are comfortable working with JavaScript, so you can easily begin with React development, because React is all about creating applications and writing code on JavaScript. So and HTML and CSS are also required, because for designing purposes, and for displaying for designing the structure of your web page. So again, three technical knowledge includes like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. But again, if we talk about some some software or tools, so you only need this Node.js dependency installed in your system. So you do not require any additional tools or software. Just install Node.js on your system, and then you can begin with React.js development right away. But again, what happens, I am not going to show you installation part in this video. I am just going to tell you that how can you download this Node.js and how can you install it. Just go to this official website of Node.js, and you can see here they give you option of downloading for your particular system. So here, as we can see, it is given for Windows. But again, if you go to this download section, so you can download for your particular system like Mac OS or Linux or whatever the system you are using. But like installing Node.js is very easy. Just download the file and just run it or execute it, and it will get installed. And again, don't select don't change the default options, like don't change any settings and go for advanced option. Just click next, and it will get installed. So it is very easy to install this Node.js, and I hope you can install it by yourself only. And again, like what happens once you install this Node.js on your system, then just make sure that you have successfully installed it. So for checking and verifying this part, you have to run this command node-v. So what it does, it basically tells you that what kind of version of Node.js you are using in your system. So here you can see I have successfully installed Node.js on my system, so it is showing me the corresponding version. But what happens if you have done some error, or if there was some error with the setup file or anything, then it will show you like node command not found, or node is not a command defined, something like this. So that make sure you have installed that Node.js successfully on your system, then you can see this message. So if you are getting this message after running the command node-v, that means you have successfully installed Node.js on your system. So once you like install this Node.js system, then you can start with the React development. So in next video we will be discussing about a concept like JSX and Babel. Then we will be creating our very first React app. But in this video, this was the part there that I wanted to tell you something about Node.js and everything. And second point I want to discuss is that about code editor. So what happens, you can see I use VS Code, Visual Studio Code, for development, for writing code. But what happens, many beginners and many developers get confused during what kind of this code editor I should use. I should use Sublime or Atom or something like VS Code. So again, this is completely your choice. There's no difference in any of the code editor. They just work in a similar manner, or even the themes of these code editors are similar. Like this kind of theme that I am using here inside this VS Code, this is quite similar to the one that is given in Sublime as well. So that is you can start with any of the code editor. Suppose you are till now you were working with Sublime, so there's no need to change that code editor. You can directly start working on that with React also. But why I use this VS Code? Because there are two things that I find good about this particular code editor. What happens, you can see there is this terminal option given. So again, this terminal option is given in other code editor as well, like Sublime and all. But what happens many times in Sublime, that this code, this terminal is do not work there. Like if I run this command, so it gets hanged sometimes in that Sublime. But again, here in this VS Code it works just fine, and there is no issue I've come across while using this terminal inside this VS Code. And second option is that what I find better is that what happens, suppose you are working on this, this is the React development environment, because we are using some JSX. I will be discussing about JSX and all in next video. But this is a JSX syntax, means it is not a proper JavaScript, it is just an extension to JavaScript. So it automatically detects and automatically highlights my code, means I do not need to install any third party syntax highlighting tool or any package I need to install. Like in Sublime we have to install and create an environment for development, but here as soon as you open your code in this terminal, it automatically detects that what kind of environment or what kind of code you are writing. So this thing I find good about this particular code editor. So again, if you are going and trying to use any code editor, and this will be your first time while coming across with code editor and all, then I would suggest you to use this VS Code. And again, if you are using some Sublime or Atom for the long time now, then you can go ahead and continue working on that only, because there is not a major difference among code editor. So this was it. Like these two pointed these 2 points I wanted to discuss in this particular video. Like about Node.js, you should have Node.js installed in your system, and then you can select any code editor. So make sure before while we create our very first React app, so before creating that React app, just make sure you have installed Node.js and you have a particular code editor to work on. So again, please complete all these setups and all. Then we will be in next video we will be discussing about sorry, about this JSX and Babel concept. Then we will be moving forward in next to next video. We will be discussing about we will be creating our very first React app and we will be executing it. So okay, I hope you guys install that Node.js and all everything properly, and let's meet in the next video. Yeah, thank you.